Hello. Tonight we're going to talk about perfectionism. And to begin, I'm going to read an Abraham quote. Something that we feel from so many of you in so many situations is that you are so quick to move into a feeling of self-doubt and self-blame. You are so willing to see yourself as imperfect because of something you have done. And we want to say so much. We want to say to you, get over it. Get used to your imperfections. We're all imperfect beings continuing to expand. So, that's the quote. Let's talk about self-love and screwing with our own mind. Screwing with our own mind is essentially opposing our own soul because it does not feel good. We put ourselves in the box and then we feel stuck. So here's the example. Patti, I am not accomplishing my goal, and now I'm doing some self-defeating behaviors. And I say, so what? Because self-defeating behaviors, for example, eating chocolate, when you're trying to lose weight, or taking a drink, taking a sleeping pill, those self-defeating behaviors are trying to soothe you. As sensitives, our connection is everything. When we have a strong connection, we feel great. But when we feel ourselves losing that connection, even a little, we become anxious. Our choice. Connection or disconnection. Once it's played out where we're in pain and looking for reasons why we are so erratic, it takes longer to feel the full reconnection. So what? The goal here has to be alignment. It has to be connection. Some helpful phrases you can say to yourself: never get it done, never get it wrong. That never get it done irritated me when I first came into Abraham, because I was one who always got it done and I always got it right. And that was my perfectionism. Another thing you can say is things happen for my good, always for my good, never to my detriment. I myself created this step 5 moment to propel me further along my path, to catapult me ahead. Now, if those phrases irritate you, then you may as well just keep soothing yourself with what you're calling your self-defeating behaviors and go to bed and sleep it off. And just say, I'm going to love myself more tomorrow. Judgment of yourself or of anyone is what step? It's step 1. Loving yourself is what step? It's step 3. You can't be in both steps at the same time. You have to choose. We judge because it makes us feel righteous. But feeling righteous is paltry compared to real self-love. So you've decided to go to sleep, you wake up the next morning, and you resolve to do better. No. It's not about what you do. It's about what you tell yourself, how you feel about what you do. The goal is to feel good. It's not, I'm going to do better today, as if there were some right and wrong to this. No, I'm going to feel better today. You want to feel good, but if you can't feel good, then at least feel a little bit better. And that's what your self-defeating behaviors have been saying to you. You're trying to feel just a tiny bit better by eating some chocolate or drinking a beer or whatever. So we're not going to call them self-defeating behaviors. We're going to call them clarifying behaviors, because when you get to the point where you're craving something that you don't feel like is the best thing for you, then you can understand that what you're telling yourself is not helping you. You're not focusing on things that feel better. And you can stop now, to stop repeating the litany of what you don't want. What you want is really to love yourself more in order to be more aligned with your inner being. in order to be aligned with what you've already been given, which is already waiting for you in the vortex. It's awaiting your alignment with it. I personally am not perfect. I openly say I'm perfectly imperfect, and I'm filled with resistance from being tightly wrapped for all those years. And I say, so what? There's a problem when I, with my imperfections, love myself more than you do. What's up with that? I love myself no matter what. I know I'm a work in progress, that I excel in some areas, not in others. So what? Loving myself is alignment, and I'm really fierce about that. I laugh because we love others who are imperfect, and we see their imperfections, but we love them so easily. That's why the first few months of a relationship are so delicious. Because we know nobody's perfect, and we overlook their imperfections. And after a few weeks or months, boy, does that change. Then, at that point, you have to decide, I'm either going to love this person anyway or not. And that's what you have to do with yourself. You have to love yourself anyway, because that's what Source does. Source loves you anyway. Source would never, ever, ever think about not loving you. And so you're not loving yourself is misalignment. Therefore, do you see? That's why it feels so bad. There is only connection or not. There is only alignment or not. It's just your choice. It's your life. You get to choose. So get over all this perfectionist stuff. Do the best you can in every moment. And you're going to do that this next week. It's going to be nice, beautiful. Go forth and prosper.